Hi, this is Matthew from Everybody Community. Just wanted to share something went through my mind about China. Now, I first went to China in 1999. I guess between 1999 and today, here we are in February of 2024. I probably lived there at least 10 years if you take all this broken up time and put it all together. I speak Mandarin okay. I speak Cantonese a little bit because that's the first place I visited, so I had to speak Cantonese to get along. But I teach students in China, and I have to use Mandarin every day to speak with them because I teach English and sometimes they don't understand the English, blah, 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 whatever. I just want to share something about the conflict between China and Japan in some people's minds. Now, most of my Chinese friends have given up, or maybe they've not given up, maybe they've let go of any anger about what happened in the past. And as we know, during the war, and I think starting back as far as 1933 in what's called Dongbei, which is, I think, what's called Manchuria at the time. It's the northeastern part of China, was invaded and taken over and dominated by the Japanese. By the way, the good thing is they built a lot of industry there. They really benefited industrially. You know, they're very productive, very efficient people. But they also, like, for example, the Nanjing Massacre, if you've ever heard of that. Look it up if you want, but be ready for some really horrible things that happened. The Japanese perpetrated that. I haven't heard much about what the Chinese did to Japan. Either they didn't really do too much because they were unable, or that's been hidden. The Japanese leadership, the military leadership will go to the memorial sites of some of the top Japanese generals and commemorate, like people like to commemorate their soldiers that are considered heroes. And usually a soldier becomes a hero when they murder a lot of people. And I'm not behind murder, and I'm not behind war, and I'm not behind soldiers that are doing aggressive things by murdering innocent people they don't know in other countries. I do support people that are a well-trained, organized militia that are defending their homes. I'm totally behind that. People defending their homes from invaders and attackers. But if you're going to another place and killing people you don't know, when is that ever the right thing to do? I don't get it. So anyway, I have Chinese students that talk about Japan, and there's still some enmity in some people's minds. Oh, we hate Japan. Japan did this. Japan did that. Now they visited the memorial, and we hate them again. And they didn't put it in their history books. Blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, maybe that stuff is true, but we're coming up on almost 100 years ago, 80 years ago anyway, that stuff ended, that stuff stopped. And the Americans decided to drop atom bombs on two cities in Japan, just blowing to bits thousands and thousands of people in a couple of cities that were all 100% innocent. These weren't military sites. This is terrorism, what America did. And some people think it was necessary, but they haven't studied history. It wasn't necessary at all. And let me tell you, it is so, so, so rarely necessary to kill someone, to murder. It's very, very rarely necessary. It's done out of revenge. It's done out of totally losing your composure. It's done out of pure hate that comes from the fight or flight response that is, a very primitive part of the human brain that's still there when someone is totally freaked out and panicking. That's what they do. So I just wanted to share this about some people hold on to that hate. Some people hold on to that and they focus on, oh, we got to hate this country, we got to hate this race. And I'm not Chinese. I didn't go through that. So far be it from me to judge, but I'm just sharing my opinion. And I think this is pertinent with what's happening today in Palestine about people hating each other and about how horrible results that can come from that. And the bottom line solution, community, where we get to learn about each other, we get to apologize, we get to work together, we get to build skills about getting along together. Even if we disagree, even if some guy did something bad in the past, okay, we let it go. If he's doing something bad today, he's held accountable. should be held accountable so that there's responsibility. And people that are terrorists or people that are hurting other people and hurting society, uh, they're held accountable for what they're doing and they're prevented from continuing to hurt others. And this is an important thing to keep in mind, because loving each other, having compassion, having understanding and respect, and listening to each other and really trying to communicate well. Sometimes we have to stop. Sometimes we have to disarm somebody too, and that's part of love. Part of love is disarming someone so they can't hurt others. Japan, China, old hate that goes way back with some, but most have gotten over that. I've got plenty of Chinese friends that go to Japan. They love it there. They think it's a lot better than China. And these are people that are Chinese people. So I don't know much about Japan. I've only been there a little bit. So I hope to go back because my one visit to Osaka was really wonderful. So, and the people were very polite and it was a wonderful place to visit. Um, so that's all for today. Just wanted to talk about Japan and China and how we can hold on to hate or we can let it go.